Lord. Can I
Yes,
start, my
yes.
Lord?
Fill on the oath, ma'am.
Ma'am, let's continue from where we ended on Friday. We were on exhibit triple G1. Together with exhibit S, which is the photo album. Triple G1, yes, and exhibit S.
Okay. I don't have a copy of that. I would have
May I
to
ask
read.
the state, my lord, to assist the witness with the exhibits? Maybe we can beam exhibit S because we'll be going to photo number 17 only. Whilst we are also on page on triple G1, page 10, page 11, the entries for the 26th of October 2014. Yes, we are on page 11. Are you there? Okay. From the version that I put on Friday, that accused number 5 says that picture was taken when he was together with accused number 3. At that time that is indicated here, which is 1728. You see that? Then I want you to take us through the call data information now on page 11. The place wherein the accused says they were at George Koch. Then if we go to the entry around 1728,
Okay, we don't have an exact entry for 1728, so
yes.
it's around about 17:34:48 seconds on the 26th of October, and that tower reflects Benrose.
Kuloko bengikushilo-ke kuwena ngolwesihlanu ukuthi wayekuphike nendawo umangalelo wesihlanu ngalesiya sikhathi ngazo i-26 October 2014 ngalesiya sikhathi esibhaliwe laphayana u-1728. Uma-ke usungeza la kumniningwane yakho-ke ukuthi-ke itshengisa ukuthini-ke ithawa noma yiphi ithawa etshengisayo la ukuthi-ke lesiya sikhathi esiwu-1728 anginaso kodwa-ke esiseduze esikhona la 1734 esitshengisa-ke ithawa yase-Benrose.
I think if you read there, the entries from 1734, 48 on the 26th of October 24, reading all those entries with reflecting the tower, Benrose, 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 Benrose. You see those
Yes.
entries?
Yes.
Where is Benrose? Do you know? Or can you take us through the map?
It is in the vicinity of Johannesburg. I think we have plotted, I'm not sure if it's exhibit, it had a 7 at the end, the ones with the maps. We had plotted the Benrose Tower.
So is it, does it covers the area of the George Koch Hostel?
Yes.
iBen Rose ke indawo ke sondele noma ke emaduza ke nayo ke idolobha laseGoli. Ngicabanga ukuthi ke khona la nama map khona ke bese ikhombile ke iBen Rose futhi ke umbuzo uthi ingabe iGeorge Koch lena ke ingaba ngaphansi kwayo yini uthi yebo.
Okay. Thank you very much. And then let's move further. Now the accused says they then moved out from George Koch Hostel, and then if you can go down through the towers as well. On the same page 11 of Exhibit Triple G, see the movement after George Koch.
So as we move further down at 1740-21, we then have the City Deep Tower picked up.
And which area is that?
Also in the vicinity of Johannesburg,
Okay.
close to Penrose, I would say.
Uma sesihla ke nayo ngo 1740-21 eqoshayo laphana ke itower ile ethi City Deep nayo ke imalunga ke noma ke duze nayo ke iJohannesburg noma ke eGoli.
Okay. Let's continue, go further down.
City Deep reflects until 1809, 47 seconds.
Until?
Until 1809, 47 seconds.
Okay.
Iyahamba ke ihle ke iCity Deep le kuze kuyofika ke ngo 1809 nama seconds of 47.
We then move on to 1820, 54 seconds, and that's where the JP SGS towers picked up.
And where is SGS Tower?
It should
Good job.
reflect on that map. It is in the vicinity of Johannesburg as well.
Bese sihla ke utholeke ngayo 1820 54 seconds ila eqosha khona ke iGPSGS itower yakhona nayo ke ise eGoli.
Let's continue.
At 1831, 16 seconds, it's Volhuter. Thereafter, at 1857, 15 seconds, Belgravia.
1857 15.
Yes,
It's better.
Belgravia.
Please remember to tell us as well, because we don't know where Wallwater is, where Belgravia is, whether it's in Bloemfontein, whether it's in Cape Town, if you know.
It is in Johannesburg,
Johannesburg.
CBD.
Both, ne? Both.
Yes.
Bese kuthi ke ngo 1831 16 iqosha ke itower yase Volhuter nayo ke eseGoli. Ngo 1857 15 kube itower yase Belgravia nayo ke eseGoli.
Yes. 1923,
1923,
22
22.
seconds, yes.
It does reflect as Groot Street. Thereafter, 1934, 59 seconds, Moy Street.
Where are these two towers?
In Johannesburg, CBD. If
Bese-
you look
sorry.
at the previous map, page 12 and 13 would reflect these areas or towers.
Bese kuthi ngo 1923 22 iqosha ke itower iGoat Street. Bese kuthi ngo 1934 39 iMoy Street. Uma ubheka ke uno page 12 kuleya page ila lamata noma le ndawo embili ke ejekiswa khona ukuthi zikuphi nendawo iMoy kanye neGoat.
Thank you.
The-
Let's continue.
Thereafter, 1941, 12 seconds, it reflects Moy Street. 2008, 47 seconds, Groot Street. Similar at 2016, 19 seconds, Groot Street.
Just a moment, 2016 19.
These are also in the vicinity of Johannesburg
Johannesburg
CBD.
Bese kuthi ngo 1941 12 seconds itower lapho ke iMoy Street. Bese kuthi ngo 2008 48 itower eqoshayo ke iGoat Street. Bese kuthi ngo 2016 19 seconds ibe iGoat Street. Onke ke lama tower lana ke eduze ke noma ke eseGoli.
The next one now at 2000 hours, 22 minutes, 57 seconds on the 26th of October 24.
Moy Street.
Where is Moy Street?
in the CBD of Johannesburg.
Bese kuthi ke ngo-2022-57 ngazo i-26 zika-October 2014 i-tower ke i-Moy Street nayo ke eseGoli.
Okay, from 2000 hours, 26 minutes, 59 seconds up to the last entry on the 26th of October, which is 2000 hours, 32 minutes, 57 seconds. Which tower is reflected there?
On all three of those entries, it reflects as Goud Street.
Bese kuthi ke ngaye u-2026-39 kuyofika ke egcineni eyogcina ke ku-20:32:57 seconds lapho ke itshengisa i-Gold Street uthi omathathu ke noma kuzona zontathu ke itshengisa i-Gold Street nayo eseGoli.
Okay, now the version that I put to you on Friday, remember, I said accused number 3 and 4. Accused number 5 says he remained with accused number 3 at the flat corner Main and Nugget Street from 6 o'clock until late when they slept in that flat. Then now I want your comment. Is this confirmed according to the towers that we have read, that they were at corner Main and Nugget Street in Johannesburg?
This doesn't, the data that reflects in front of us doesn't reflect a plain and, Main and Nugget Streets.
Okay.
Uzokhumbula ke engikushilo ke kuwena ke ngolesihlanu ukuthi ke umangalelo akushoyo ukuthi ke waye ndawonye ke naye umangalelo wesithathu kanye ke nowesine ekhona Main kanye ke neNugget ukusuka ke ngaye u6 bekuyena ke manje nomangalelo wesithathu kwaze kwantambama noma kwasebusuku ke la abalala khona ke kulona lo flat. Ingabe lokho kuyahambisana yini ke nalokho onako phambi kwakho uthi cha lana ke ayikhombisi noma ke ayitshengisi iMain nekanye neNugget Street?
Yeah, but then according to this, they were, the tower that is reflected is Gold Street, you know?
Yes.
And we have confirmed that it is in the Johannesburg central place, and the accused number 5 especially is also saying that this corner Main and Nugget is in Johannesburg CBD.
Yes, it is indeed in Johannesburg CBD. If you can refer to the map that I was requested to prepare.
No, if you confirm that it's in the corner Main and Nugget Street is in Johannesburg CBD, that's fine. That's online. That's the
Okay.
only confirmation I needed from you.
Yebo nami ngiyavuma ke ukuthi ke ikhona Main neNugget yebo ise maphakathi ke nedolobha khona eGoli.
And then do you confirm, ma'am, also that the above entries that we have read on the 26th of October from 1734 up to the end of 26 October 24, according to the towers we have read, it shows that accused number 3 and 5, they were not in Flosaurus, but in the towers reflected there, as we have read into the record.
Does it actually show that?
Can I rephrase, my lord?
Yes, because it's
Thank
just
you.
the device.
Thank you, my lord.
They don't have physical phenomena.
Thank you, my lord. Accused number 5 says he was with accused number 3 on the day in question, as I put versions and as we have narrated them. And according to your record on page 11, it reflects the cell phone number that was used by accused number 3 on the day in question. So I am asking from you that, do you confirm, according to the cell phone records, that's the number belonging to accused number 3 reflects the towers, reflects transactions, reflecting the towers, which does not include forgeries?
Yes, I can confirm that the device during that requested period does not indicate phosphorus as the tower.
Yebo ngiyavuma ke ukuthi ke ifoni ke noma ke umakhalekhukhwini uqobo ke ngokwale mininingwane efundiwe lana ke ukuthi ke ayivezi noma ayitshengisi ke iphosphorus ngalezi inkathi eziceliwe.
Thank you. And then now, can we just quickly go back a little bit? On the 3 entries on this same page, now we are concentrating on the date of the incident, which is the 26th of October, 2014. Do you understand? Yes. So I'm now going to direct you to just 3 entries, reflecting a call between number ending with 8169 at 1300 hours 49 minutes 49 seconds. To the number, the other party is 072 399 5787. It's the 5th line from the top.
Yes, I see that.
Oh, you see that one?
Yes.
Yes. And then if we go down also on the transaction between the 2 numbers, the one ending with 8169 and the one ending with 5787 at 15:19:32 seconds on the 26th of October. That's the
See
second
that?
one.
Yes.
Yes, and the last one, if you could go down further, at 1800 hours 31 minutes 16 seconds, a transaction between the number ending with 8169 and the number ending with 5787.
Got that.
You see those 3 entries?
Yes.
And this is the date of the incident in this matter, when it is said that the incident took place. That's why I want you to comment on these 3 entries reflecting a transaction that was made between these 2 numbers, the one belonging 8169 and the numbers that we have read. Okay? According to the RICA information contained in Exhibit JJH, you remember that one?
Yes.
Do you want to go back a bit? Do you want to refer, or you can recall?
Yes, I
can
can
record.
put it up as well.
Okay.
I have that.
You have that. So according to the RICA record, to whom does this number was recorded to?
The
And
first
you can just tell us the date as well, because now we want to see the person who communicated with accused number 3.
The first entry would be Muzawuketi Kumalo, and the start RICA date is 7/03/2010 to 01/01/2050, which is a generic date.
Le number ke egcina ngaye u5787 ngokwamininingwane ke yeRICA enginayo la phambi kwami. Umuntu ke oqala obhalwe lapha yana ke umnikazi wayo Muzawuketi Kumalo. Idate iqala ke nge7 kuMarch 2010 yogcina ke nge1 kuJanuary 2050.
Accused number 5 denies that this number belonged to him and that he made any call on this day. According to the RICA record, do you see now that the number that is reflected as the number belonging to accused number 5, actually according to the RICA record, it was recorded under Muzawuketi Kumalo and not Mr. Ntuli?
Yes, I see that.
Mangalelo wesihlanu uyaphika ke ukuthi le number lena inumber yakhe noma kwake kwayinumber yakhe nokuthi ke uyena ke owashayela ucingo noma ke exhumana naye ke umangalelo wesithathu ngayo le number egcina ngo5787. Uma ubona ke la phambi kwakho ukuthi le number ibhalwe ngaye Muzawuketi Kumalo ayibhalwanga ngoMnumzana Ntuli, uthi yebo ngiyakubona lokho.
Thank you. Let's move on now. According to accused number 5, I remember on Friday I gave you these 3 numbers. He says he was using 0733059202, 0715073517, 0766427007. I had asked you on Friday to check or just to verify if you can be able to get any information from Vodacom regarding the ownership of this land.
Sure.
Yes.
So, over the weekend, I did a deep dive investigation into these numbers that you've provided. And
The 3?
yes,
Yes.
the numbers that you've mentioned, would you like me to read it out again?
Yes.
It's 076-642-7007, 073-305-9202, and 0715073517.
Yes.
So an audit was run on those numbers, and then, it came back, it highlighted the case IDs that were submitted in terms of those cell phone numbers. So I did not find anything on the 071 number ending 3517, and nothing.
071507.
3517.
You did not?
Retrieve or get any information back in terms of cases registered,
Okay.
as well as 073-305-9202.
Okay.
I have, however, picked up on a different case ID, RICA information for the 076-642-7007 number.
Just a moment. Kulama number ke engwanikwe ke wena ke umeli ngolesihlanu awu 0766427007, u0733059202 no 0715073517. Akukho engikutholileke noma imininingwane noma lokho kubiza ngokuthi ke i-case ID mayelana nale number egcina ngo3517 kanye ke naye ke u0733059202. Kodwa ke kukhona ke engikutholile kule egcina ngo7007 le eqala ke ngo 0766427007.
I did, however, find a case ID. So before I give you the case ID, I want to explain to you that the RICA information does not appear on the summary of the RICA information that was provided. The reason for that is that, firstly, that case was registered in May 2024, or sometime in May 24.
Okay. Kule mniningwane ke ye-RICA ekhona ke noma ebengitshengisile ke lana akunamniningwane ekhona ke mayela noma ke ngale number lena ngoba ke uma leyo case ID ivulwa ke bekungaye uMay ka2024.
Sorry, just when you're still there, I just want to make sure that I'm following you. If you say no RICA information registered under 0766427007, is it because the case was registered in May? If you say the case was registered, you mean the request for Section 205 was only requested in May?
This is a new request for RICA information.
For RICA information.
Yes.
Uma ngisho kanjalo ke ngisho ke ngesicelo esisha ke mayela nayo imininingwane ye-RICA lokho kwenziwe ke ngoMay wawo lonyaka.
So there was no request before May 2023?
There was. I was coming to that.
Oh, okay.
So I actually want to explain why it doesn't reflect on the summary of RICA information.
Okay.
Remember, we initially said you requested me to look into why there's some information
On
during,
other numbers?
yes, opposed to others.
Ukhumbule ke kukhona ke okushilo ke ukuthi ke ungani ke ukuthi ke kunolwazi ke noma kune information ekhona ke mayela namanye ama number bese kuthi amanye ama number kungabikho lutho ke okutholakalayo. Manje ke ngifuna ukuthi ke ngichaze lokho ke ukuthi kungani.
So, as I was saying, that this number could have been on the batch of data to be deleted. So as per the RICA Act, I have indicated that data remains for 5 years. And as I've also indicated that now that this number was on that batch, possibility to be deleted.
Ukhumbuleke ukuthi ke noma ke angisho ke ukuthi khona ke lama number la khona ke information noma imininingwane ke ibizothi isuleke noma ke idilithweke kwenzeka ukuthi nale number ke ibi ingxenye ke yalawo ke ama number uzokhumbula ngoba bengithe ukuthi ke information ye RICA ihlala iminyaka emihlanu.
I then, as my audit ran, I've picked up another case ID, and this case was registered in 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yes.
Kukhona ke okunye engikutholileke ukuthi ke manje ke ikhona ke le noma lesi isicelo ke esenziwa ke sona ke senziwa ngo2020.
This case that was registered was under a different reference number, which was a Mpumalanga reference number, with the case or crime indicating taxi violence.
Just a moment. Lena ke yona ke eyayibhalisiwe ke noma ngaleso sikhathi ke yona ke ibuye noma ivela ke itshengisa iMpumalanga uma isichaza ke ukuthi ke kwakungani ke noma ke isigameko sasingani ke ichaza ke udlame lamatekisi.
And this number ending 7007 was amongst other numbers on the section 205.
Futhi ke le number egcina ngaye u7007 kwakuyingxenye ke yamanamba noma eyinamba ke ezazi khona ezen noma isicelo esenziwa ngawo.
This is where I had picked up that that number belonged to Fisokule Ntuli.
Where do you see that? Okay. Yes.
And the period registration start date was 21/01/2012.
Okay. Can you repeat the date? Sorry, I think I missed it. Can you repeat the date?
21/01/2012.
Lana ke engikutholileke ukuthi ke leyo number leyo nje mase ngishilo ke lena egcina ngo7007 ukuthi number ke eyayibhalwe ngaye ufiso kuhle Ntuli futhi ke idate elapho ke yi21/01/2012.
Okay. No, thank you very much for that. So it confirms the accused version that this number belongs to him.
Yes.
Manje ke lokho ke kuyahambisana ke nento ethi ke noma le ekhulunywa kuyena ke umangalela ukuthi lena ke inamba ngempela inamba yakhe yebo.
Thank you. Let's move on to exhibit DD5B. Mr. Sibanda, can you assist the witness? My lord, exhibit DD5 is the statement for Lieutenant Colonel House.
I have a copy.
Here we go. Don't close.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's from my understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying your research showed that this number, which ends with 7007,
Yes, ma'am.
the section 205 was requested for that number in another case
That's correct.
in Mpumalanga.
That's correct. my
When was
lord.
that case?
I've just drawn the 205, and that case, the data was actually requested between 1 January 2018 until 25 May 2021.
Inkantolo ifuna ukwazi ke ingabe ngikuzwa kahle yini uthi le number lena egcina ngaye u7007 kunala khona ke kwakune 205 ke noma kwenza isicelo sayo ke noma imininingwane emakhalekhukhwini uthi yebo kwakunini-ke futhi kwakusuka ngazo i-1 zika January 2018 kuyofica-ke ngeyi-25 zika May 2021 eMpumalanga.
But you're not giving me the case number.
It's,
No, you don't have to.
it's Operation Kofela UCO 1582.
Lana-ke kubhalwe ngoba inkantolo bifuna-ke i-case number kubhalwe-ke Operation Kaufela u-UCO 1582.
And what's the date of that operation?
The subpoena was stamped on the 27th of May 2021.
Istempu-ke esilana-ke sange-27 zika May 2021.
Now, when you make the statement that because your investigations zoom in on the years regarding the number 7007, it zooms in on 2101, right? That is the RICA.
That is the
Information.
RICA. That's correct, my
To
lord.
the 2012, 2012.
2012, January 21st.
2012, January 21st.
Yes.
So it's 21 January 2012.
12.
Inginike-ke khona la i-date-ke 21 zika January ngo-2012.
Now, how can you make a definitive statement that on the date of this matter, it belonged to accused number 5? Can you make such a definitive statement?
No, I'm only looking at the period or the date.
So you can only make a definitive statement concerning 2101
That is correct.
and 2112.
That's the start date.
Yeah. okay,
Engakusho mina-ke ukuthi ngasho igama-ke ukuthi nje iyanginikeza nje i-date ukuthi-ke kwangeyi-21 zika January ngo-2012.
Okay, can you also check for us as to from which period to which period, according to your records, was this number recurred to? The 7007.
As I've indicated, the RICA period was 20 January 2012, which was the start date, and the end date reflects as a generic date of 01/01/2050. If I move on to the next
Sorry, 01/01/2015 or 2050?
2050, 2050, that's a generic date. If I move on to the next RICA details, that RICA start date reflects as 22/02/2017.
22/02/2017.
Yes.
So that's the first time it was registered under Fisogush
No, this is another,
person.
that's the period of the RICA of another person starting in 2017.
17. Okay.
Yes.
Engakusho lana-ke ukuthi-ke i-date yokuqala-ke uma sibheka imininingwane ye-RICA iqala ngayo i-21 January ngo-2012 bese kuba nalo nyaka-ke wokugcina-ke lo obhalwayo-ke ukuthiwa i-1 zika January 2050 bese kuba nenye futhi-ke information noma imininingwane-ke manje iqala yona-ke ngeyi-22 zika February 2017 manje leyo-ke imininingwane-ke ye-RICA yomunye noma-ke yolandelayo.
But under the name of Fisogush it starts, the RICA information starts from the 21st of January 2012.
Correct.
Kodwa-ke ngokumayelana naye-ke uFisokuhle Ntuli imininingwane ye-RICA iqala ngeyi-21 kuJanuary 2012.
Can I say to date? Can I safely say to date?
I cannot confirm to date,
Okay.
as I have no idea. Oh, we can clearly see there are other RICA information on other people.
Ngeke ngisho ngesiqiniseko ukuthi kuze kuzofika-ke namuhla noma lelanga esikulona ngoba-ke ngokucacile-ke siyabona-ke ukuthi khona eminye imininingwane ye-RICA.
Oh, do you have another information under this number? RICA information under this number?
That's our summary from exhibit,
Triple J.
yeah.
Kodwa ke uma sibheka kule mininingwane yakhe ke uTriple J la bekunama number khona ke khona siyabona ukuthi ikhona eminye imininingwane noma ke eveza amanye amagama.
Now I got it. Thank you. Let's move on now to Exhibit DD5B. I'm now going to take you through the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel House on this exhibit, also in comparison with Exhibit J8. Sorry, my lord, before I move on, can I just ask one question on the previous exhibit, my lord? Thank you. Sorry, ma'am, on the previous exhibit, which is Exhibit J8, under the number 0766427007, the one that we have been dealing with. Okay.
Yes.
So that we are able to move fast on the next questions. Do you confirm that during the period of October 2014, okay, can you confirm as to whom was this cell phone number recurred to during the period of October 2014 or during the period of 2014? Because you have given us the date of 21 January 2012 when it was recurred under Fiso Ntuli. But then now I want to be clear on the period of the year 2014.
I do not have RICA information for specifically the period 2014.
Usitshelile ke ngaphambilini ukuthi iqale noma ke idate yoqala ke yemininingwane yeRICA kule number lena ke etshengisa yena ke office okuhle Ntuli yi21 kuJanuary 2012. Manje ke ngifisa ukwazi ukuthi ngoOctober ka2014 le number lena ke ngokwemininingwane yeRICA kwakuyeka abani uthi anginayo ke imininingwane lana ke noma information eshoyo ke kulesi sikhathi sicelayo ke sika 2014.
So you have no other information other than what Mr. Ntuli is submitting before this court, other than what Mr. Ntuli will say before this court that this number belonged to him during the period of 2014.
Yes.
Wena ke awunako okunye ke ngaphandle kwalokho ke Mr. Ntuli noma umnumzana Ntuli akutshela inkantolo noma azokutshela inkantolo uma ke isikhathi sesifikileke ukuthi ngo2014 kwakuyi number yakhe lena uthi yebo.
Thank you. Let's go to page 2 of Exhibit DD5B. It's under paragraph 7. We'll skip the other numbers. We're just concentrating on the numbers to say. Paragraph 7 says, I received the section 205 data for the following numbers. You see that paragraph?
Yes.
Yes. And it registers the names of all the accused, from accused number 1, accused number 2, accused number 3, 4, and 5. Accused number 5 is Fiso Ntuli. Do you see that one?
Yes.
Yes, that's where we're going to concentrate now on our, it's the same exercise that we dealt with on Friday, but we were comparing the numbers with your call data. Now we're comparing the numbers on Exhibit J8 with the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Stein. Colonel House. My apologies, my lord. Okay. If you can, Ms. Pinky, if you can see at paragraph 17, Lieutenant Colonel House says, I received the section 205 data for the following numbers. Okay.
Yes.
Number 1, 0733059202.
Which page are you on?
On page 2.
Okay, so
This one.
yes, 073.
Yes.
I'm with you. It's paragraph 7, not 17.
Paragraph 7, yes.
Yeah.
Paragraph 7 on page 2.
Yes.
Are you following now?
Yes.
You see where Lieutenant Colonel House said, I received section 205 data for the following numbers. Okay? let's keep the information in respect of the other accused and only concentrate on the numbers under the name Fisokuhle Ntuli. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. He says he received the Section 205 data for the following numbers. Let's start with number 1, ending with 59202. Do you have the Section 205 cell phone records for this number that we have provided to anyone?
No.
Lana ke manje sizoqhathanisa ke lo exhibit le exhibit leli eliphambi kwakhe ke ufakazi kanye ke nabo ubufakazi bakhe uKenneth House uthi ke wathola ke lana isicelo ke section 205 sala nama number alandelayo sizowayeka ke onke abanye abamangalelo kodwa sizogcela ke kuyena ke uFisokuhle Ntuli eyoqala 0733059202 ingabe khona yini isicelo se205 noma ke okulungiselele wena ke inkantolo okukhona mayelana nale number impendulo ithi cha.
You remember on Friday I had requested you to check the records so that we can be able to to trace the originality of the Section 205 records, cell phone records of all these numbers that we are dealing with here. You know, and now Lieutenant Colonel House here now, he says he has received the Section 205 records on this number. I'm starting with the first number, ending with 59202. So it means it's not correct what is being referred to as the Section 205 records of this number.
No, we did not receive a Section 205 in terms of the number ending 9202 at Vodacom.
You never supplied any 205 records?
No records.
Lana ke ubhalwe ngalendlela ke noma uKenneth House uthi ngathola section 205 noma ke imininingwane ye205 yala number landelayo uyachaza nale egcina ngo59202 impendulo ithi ke thina ke Vodacom asange ke sitholeke isicelo mayelana nale number lena egcina ngo9202.
The second number, which is also written under the name of Fisokuhle Ntuli, Lieutenant Colonel Hall says, I received Section 205 data for the following numbers, 0766427007. Did you supply Lieutenant Colonel Halls with Section 205 records from Vodacom on this number, ending with 7007? Did you supply Colonel Halls?
Yes, as per my audit that I ran, I've indicated that this number appeared under the 205 for the Mpumalanga reference number.
Nanjengoba ngiphendulile ke mayelana nale inumber igcina ngo7007 ngithe uma ngiphendula ke ukuthi ke yebo ke lena inumber sasikhona ke isicelo satholakala ke nami ngase ngikhipha ke noma ngase ngikhipha ke 205 kule case yaseMpumalanga.
Okay.
Data was requested on this number from 2018 only.
Imininingwane ke mayelana nale number yacelwa nje kuphela ke ngo2018.
For the period of 2018 only?
The period of 2018, January, as indicated, 01/01/2018, up until 25/05/2021.
Bese ngishilo ke ngaphambilini ukuthi isicelo ke sasine date noma suka ke nge1 zika January 2018 kwayofika ke nge25 zika May 2021.
Can you just check for me on the records as to who requested the information on this number for the period 2018 and not the period of 2014?
This is under the MP reference number, which is taxi violence, and it was requested by the investigating officer was Brig B.N. Ganinda.
Lana ke uma sikwenziwa lesi sicelo ke senziwa uyena ke umphenyi weqala futhi ke njengoba bese ngishilo ke ukuthi ke udlame lamatekisi eMpumalanga senziwa uyena uBrigadier B.N. Ganinda.
So in other words, Brigadier Ganinda requested the cell phone records not for the period of 2014 but for the period of 2018 to 2021. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ma enza leso sicelo ke uBrigadier Ganinda wasenza ke suka ngesikhathi 2018 kuyofika ke ngo-2021.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one on Exhibit DD5. The number 0723995787. You see that one?
Yes.
Okay. Lieutenant Colonel House also says, I received Section 205 data for the following numbers, including this one, ending with 5787.
That number ending 5787 appears on the same subpoena.
Nalana ke uyasho ke Lieutenant Colonel House ukuthi wathola ke imininingwane noma ye205 mayela ke nale number u0723995787 ma iphendula ke uthi leyo number leyo iyavela ke nakulena ke noma kulesi sicelo engiqeda ukukhuluma ngaso ekuyilesi abeqeda ukusisho manje sithi ke saseMpumalanga.
Have you provided the Section 205 records in respect of this number to the state?
Yes, the data was provided.
Yebo imininingwane yona ke ngayikhipha noma ngabani ngawunika ke umbuso mayela nale inumber yona ke igcina ngo5787.
Okay. Now let's go to Exhibit J8 and see the person under which this number was recorded to. 072-399-5787.
Muzawuketi Kumalo, RICA start date is 07/03/2010 and the end date is 01/01/2050, the generic date.
Uma siya ke manje kule mininingwane ke yeRICA laphana le number egcina ngo5787 ebhalwe ngaye ke noma umuntu erikhwe ngaye Muzawuketi Kumalo uqala ke nge7 zika March 2020 kuyofika ke ngazo i1 kuJanuary 2050.
Thank you. And then let's go to another one, 082-5859-759. The one highlighted with purple.
9759 reflects on the same subpoena.
U97 noma masibize ngalendlela ku 082-585-9759 naye ke ukhona ke kulesi isicelo engikhuluma ngaso.
Yes, and the name of the person under which it was recorded to?
9759
Yes.
Tabani. The first entry is 16 May 2019 and that shows at Tabani in Komo.
Lana ke uma sesiya ke kule mininingwane ke yeRICA yale number egcina ngo9759 uThabani Nkomo qala ke nge16 May 2019.
Okay. The next one, 078879-335.
0787. That number appears on the same subpoena as well.
Le number ke elandelayo 0788798335 ikhona ke nayo kulena ke isaphina noma kulesi ke isicelo engikhuluma ngaso.
Yes, then who is the owner under
We do not
the RICA
have,
information?
we do not have a RICA information for that number.
Asinayo ke imininingwane yeRICA noma eshoyo ke ukuthi yayibhalwe ngegama likabani ke leyo number.
Why?
It was not requested.
Sasingekho ke isicelo sayo noma isicelo mayelana nayo leyo number.
But we have just said it was included on the same request under Mpumalanga.
On the summary, there's no comparison because that number was not requested.
Uma ke manje sesiqhathanisa nalakho ke lokho engibizwa ukuthi summary noma le yamininingwane eshoyo ukuthi le number ibhalwe ngobani ke akukho lapha yana ngoba ke yayingaceliwe.
Okay. Maybe let me put this question like this so that I make sure that I'm following you. Lieutenant Colonel Hall says, I have received Section 205 data for the following numbers. Now we are in respect of 0788-798-335. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Yes. Have you finished? Have you supplied Section 205 records to the state in respect of this number?
On the data returned on the MP case number, that number does not reflect on our set of data. It looks to be serviced by another service, a mobile network operator.
Yebo sona isicelo safakwa ke kule qala ke ngikhuluma ngalo elasempumalanga ke kodwa uma sekubuya manje imininingwane ke akukho esikutholileke ngoba uma ngiyibuka ke noma ngibhekile ke kubukeka ungathi ke akusiyona ke eyethu noma eyakwa Vodacom.
The accused number 5 denies that this number belongs to him. Do you have any comment?
No comment?
Akukho ngakusho ke uma uthi umangalela uyaphika ke ukuthi le number inumber yakhe.
When this section 205 records was requested, especially on this number ending with 8335, when the request was made to Vodacom, did you respond to the investigating officer or to the requester that the number does not belong to the Vodacom service provider?
A note or comment would have been made.
Ingabe ke uma kwenziwa isicelo ke kakhulukazi ngale number lena ke igcina ngayo 8335 ingabe naphendula yini noma waphendula yini ke ukusho ukuthi uVodacom noma ke umasibheka ke kutholakala ukuthi le number akusiyona ke eka Vodacom ngicabanga ukuthi ke kufanele ukuthi ke impendulo ikhona ke noma ke inote nje okushoyo.
Okay, let's move further. The next one is 0713029173. You see that one?
Yes, that is RICA 2, and the data that I'm going to read out to you is from the Mpumalanga data returned, and that belongs to.
Sorry, was the section 205 in respect of this number
It does.
supplied to the state?
It is the Mpumalanga reference number.
Yebo ngokumayela nale number ke 0713029173 kumayela ke nale lecala lasempumalanga.
Okay. And
And-
the owner?
And that RICA information reflects on Pumlani Mshali.
And leyo mininingwane ke yerika ke ikhomba ke uPhumlani Mtshali.
For which period?
22 July 2010 until 01/01/2050.
Qala ke nge 22 kuJuly 2010 befika ke nge 1 January 2050.
And you have no information regarding the RICA information for the period of 2014?
No.
Ayikho ke imininingwane yerika mala nesikhathi ke sika 2014.
But according to your records, it was still recorded under Pumlani Mtshali.
Correct.
Kodwa ke ngokumininingwane lena ke yerika yayisabhalwe ngaye ke uPhumlani Mtshali.
And then the last one, 0715951239.
That the first entry of that number was recorded on the 16th of August 2009 to Ozay Hussein.
Le number lena ke yogcina ke manje ifundwa 071 ngokumininingwane yerika ke eqala nge 16 kuAugust 2009 ayibhalwe ngaye uOzeya Hussein.
And the RICA end date is 15th October 2014.
Futhi ke imininingwane yerika igcina nge 15 kuOctober 2014.
And then the new owner,
Thereafter, it is RICA to Tandazile Ndwandwe. The RICA start date is 18 March 2011 at 15:09:24, and the RICA end date is 01/01/2050.
Bese kutholandelayo ke manje ebhalwa ngaye ke uThandazile Ndwandwe qala nge 18 kuMarch 2011 isikhathi u1509/24 ibisiyogcina ke 01/01/2050.
so if I read this summary correctly, for the period of October or for the year 2014, it means it's included between the period of 8 March 2011 to 1 January 2015.
Both the entries or just the second line? Second line, yes.
Second line, if I'm reading it correctly as it appears here, because it's covering the period that it was recorded under Thandazile Ndwandwe on 18 March 2011. Yes.
Correct.
So,
uma ngikufunda kahle ke lokhu ngoba ke ngaphansi kwakhe uThandazile Ndwandwe kubhalwe 18 March 2011 okusho ukuthi kuhlanganisa ke nesikhathi sika 2014 yebo kuyiqiniso.
so am I correct to say that it means during the period of 2014 period, during the period of the year 2014, if I'm reading this, it means this cell phone number was recorded under Thandazile Ndwandwe.
Although we
Can you
cannot see the period or the date 2014, I would assume that it does cover that period.
Kodwa uma ngabe ngikufunda kahle ke lokhu ukuthi ke hlanganisa naso ke noma ke nangesikhathi sika October 2014 ukuthi ke inamba lena ke yayibhalwe ngayo noma kwakuyinamba yayirekhwe ngayo uThandazile Ndwandwe uthi noma ke singayiboni ke idate kodwa ke nami ke sengacabangela ke ukuthi yebo yayibhalwe ngaphansi kwakhe uThandazile Ndwandwe.
But according to the information from Vodacom shop, you do not have the information contrary to what is reflected here.
That is correct.
Kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi ke kwa Vodacom ke asinayo ke information noma ke imininingwane ekhona ephikisana nakho lokho.
Thank you. Now, let's go down to the period, paragraph 7.1, just below. Now we are looking at the conversation between accused number 1. Sorry, my lord, not the conversation. It was presented as communication. Communication between accused number 1 and accused number 5 using the other party number. You see the other party which is highlighted in yellow. Okay. And then we have now received the record information that this number was recorded under just a minute, under Lungisani Mshololo. Am I correct? Pumlani. Thank you. Pumlani Mshololo. So now, according to the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Hose, now we can see that all the transactions, I'm going to group them, all those highlighted ones, the yellow ones. You see what?
Yes, I'd just like to correct you.
Okay.
I've corrected you on the name Charlie, it was Pumlani. But if you are referring to 1239 and the RICA information of that,
Yes.
it is Thandazile Ndwandwe, the second entry.
The second entry.
The second number, the second person that 1239 was RICA to.
Thandazile. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The 071 5951239.
Correct.
It's recorded under Thandazile. Thank you.
Bengifuna nje bese ngikulungisileke ngegama ke ukuthi ulungisana kodwa ke uPhumlani Mtshali kodwa ke uma ukhuluma ke ngenamba lena 0715951239 owesibili ke umuntu lapha ebhale ngegama lakhe uThandazile Ndwandwe.
So is the one that you said it was recorded under two people, Ozairi Hussein and Thandazile Ndwandwe?
Correct.
Okay.
Iyona ke lena engishilo ukuthi ke nabantu ababili ke ebhalwe ngamagama abo uZair Hussein kanye naye uThandazile Ndwandwe.
Okay. Now let's follow this exercise now on paragraph 7.1 of Lieutenant Colonel Paul's statement on the other number being reflected as 071-5951-1239. You see?
Yes.
Yes. So now we see that the communication was between the number belonging to accused number 1 ending with 137. You see that number?
Correct?
Yes. With this number ending with 1239. Do you now confirm that the communication was according to the RICA information between the number ending with 0137 and the number ending with 1239, which was recorded under Tandazile Ndwandwe and not Fisobuhle Ntuli?
I'd like to make a statement, please. I'm not sure where this information was downloaded from because I don't have that set of data in front of me. So I cannot confirm anything on this set of documents.
Asiqale lana ke manje kunale number egcina ngo0137 abathi ke noma bethula ubufakazi ke yaba nokuxhumana ke noma kwakunokukhulumisana nale egcina ngo1239. Sesiyabona ke manje ukuthi ke u1239 lona ke noma le egcina ngo1239 yayibhalwe ngobani ke abantu babhaliwe lapha uZaira Hussein noThandazile Ndwandwe. Mephendula ke ufakazi ukuthi ngiyacela nje ukuthi ngikushoke lokho ukuthi angazi ukuthi lokho ubuya kuphi. Mina ke angisebenzanga ngakho manje ke angikho kusimo sokuthi ngathi ke ngiphenduleke mala nale into ngoba ngazi ukuthi ibuya kuphi.
Okay. This was extracted from the Section 205 records. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want us to go into the Section 205 records of these numbers so that you can be able to confirm?
I would like to give evidence from the Vodacom data that we've provided.
Data that we've provided.
Yes.
Okay.
Mina ke uma ngithula ubufakazi ke ngingathanda ukuthi ngithule ubufakazi ke ngemininingwane lena yakwa Vodacom thina ke esiyilethile.
Okay. Can you go through the cell phone record of this number 071 5951 239?
Okay.
239, and the dates that we're concentrating on is the 10th of June.
Okay. Do you have a copy of this data for me?
No, you
On
said
the number? Yes, I want to be presented with a copy of this data so that I could give my evidence from this number.
no. I have the one that is in Excel. You have the one that is in PDF. So we want to see from the one that is in PDF under this number.
Okay.
You just go to the date of the 10th of June.
Yes, I have to look for the case ID first.
Oh, okay. Sorry about this. My Lord, if I can ask for the short adjournment so that I can group these numbers and give them to the witness just to confirm this communication between these numbers on those respective dates so that we go fast, my Lord.
Yeah. Mrs. Landa, what's your time?
11:17.
11.
Okay, 15 minutes.